what a beautiful way to start our sunset safari here on Wild Earth with, of course, Ntsumi, this beautiful young female leopard that's just really resting up in this beautiful tall green thorn and enjoying the cool breeze this afternoon here at Djuma Private Game Reserve in the Sabi Sand, South Africa. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Cedric Dold, and behind the camera here on Rusty, we've got Muscles Mpho. So thank you for joining us. And what a way to start this afternoon's sunset safari. As you can see, this beautiful leopardess just enjoying a good old afternoon snooze. We are sitting here with this beautiful Ntsumi, still exactly the same area where she was this morning. I think James and Mpho, they came into this area this morning and found her here on a steenbok hill. Good afternoon, girl. And looks like that steenbok is gone. There's no kill left. I'm looking in the tree. There is absolutely nothing left. So I think she might have dropped that kill. There was a hyena that was roaming around here during the day.
As you can see, we have got the Talamati pride of lions. Same ones we had yesterday. Same ones that nearly set upon the 6-pack of dogs. And they have managed to kill a kudu. 3 of them have now walked off behind us, including the big male, the Mbali or S8 male, 1 big lioness, and now 1 of the youngsters. Now we can see the forelimb, I think it is, of the kudu going down the throat of the youngster, and then the 2 adults have managed to get hold of the pelvis, and I'm sure before long it will be extracted in its entirety. Now, although there's a lot of meat on this kudu, it's not that easy, I don't think, for the meat to be extracted from the carcass.
We just had a leopard now crossing on Gari Main at Philemon's cut line on the southern side of Djuma. It looked like Shidulu. I don't have visual of her now, but she just crossed over into another property called Hofmann's. And unfortunately, we do not drive in Hofmann's. It's not one of our traversing areas, but you can hear the impalas all snorting at the moment. All right, you can just see her ears flicking at the moment. So as I said, we cannot go inside there. And she's busy plucking. Looks like she's most probably plucking the fur off the kill. That's just by the gestures of her head, like, you know, going down. Oh, there. Yeah, you can see the red lipstick now as well. Oh, she's beautiful. So she's a very big female Shidulu. And of course, if you were watching yesterday, there was a female called Kara. Now Kara is the daughter of this female. But she's got cubs. She's got 2 cubs at the moment, and the 2 cubs that she's got at the moment is only around about 3.5 weeks old. So we haven't seen the cubs yet. Apparently the cubs are kept just inside of another property called Arathusa Safari, and she's hidden her cubs around there. So I think what she's done, she's made this kill. She ate a little bit. She stashed it in pretty much where she is now, and then she moved back to where her cubs were, let them suckle from her, and then of course she came back to the kill. So she won't bring those cubs yet to a kill. They only start feeding on solids after about 6-7 weeks old, and those cubs are only about 3.5 weeks old, so they're still very small. Can't wait to see them. I'm hoping that she's very successful on raising the cubs.
So it's quite interesting because right next to us we have guests asking their guide questions about the cheetah, and you guys on Wild Earth on the show asking me questions about these cheetahs. So everybody's asking questions, and we're trying our best to give the answers that, or from the experience and the knowledge that we have, and obviously we're just learning about them as well as we go along. They were playing with each other a little bit earlier. It was lovely to watch. A real close bond between these 3. They really do not let each other out of sight. Very quick to contact call and come back together, and you'll see a little bit of contact there now between those 2. Very, very close, all 3 of them.
Look what's just arrived in the sighting. I think it's Marips. And he can see the lions. There's no question he can't see the lions, and he's just sitting there. No, maybe he can't. Maybe there's grass. You know what he's done? He's followed the vultures in here. And he's still looking around. I can't believe he can't see the lions, though, unless they're just below his eye line. Some of the lions have headed off down the road, and others are still on the kill, and Marips is now just checking to see who's on the kill. In fact, you know what? I'm afraid I've got in his way. I'm going to reverse back. He can actually see the kill from where he is. I'm just going to go back a bit. Zoom out. So the kill's just there, and his line of sight is through here. Olaf, tell me when you can see him, and I'll stop. How's that? There we go. Yeah. Now if he looks up, he can still see the lions. I was just a bit concerned. I was hoping that we'd get them both in the same sighting, but I don't think we will. Phew. Very exciting stuff. And you know, as soon as these other lions got up and walked off down the road, he sat up as if thinking, well, you know, while they're off having a drink, I'll go and take me some of that kudu. I hope he can count how many lions there are on the Talamati Pride. I hope he knows that the S8 male is with them, and that even if he does count 1, 2, 3 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there still could be a lot of danger lurking in the bushes nearby. Suspenseful drive, absolutely. Huge suspense yesterday afternoon and today. We really got very lucky. Get your foot off her face, you nasty chap. Isn't that ridiculous? These claws are embedded in her skull. She doesn't seem to care. I mean, does he think he's being affectionate like that? He's literally got his claw embedded in the top of her head. That must be incredibly painful. I can barely look at it, actually. She doesn't care, she just carries on eating. Not even vaguely concerned. Absolutely unbelievable. We're coming to the end of the Sunset Safari. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for your questions and comments. Thank you to Ralph, all the way in Amakhala, and Steve at Madikwe, and Sedders, and Rex, and everybody else involved. We'll see you tomorrow at 05:30. Bye-bye.